It's Matchday 3 and Spurs visit the Deutsche Bank Arena in Frankfurt to take on Eintracht in the Champions League. Join us as we see whether Spurs can bounce back from the North London derby defeat over the weekend and claim the 3 points that will help us in our bid to qualify from the group.
Hello there and welcome. Sorry about the sound issue there. It's Crisandro, of course, and welcome. This is going to be an important game. It's the Champions League. It's Matchday 3. It's going to be an important match, especially after the first couple of games that we've had, and especially after the weekend that we've had as well. I suppose for most Spurs fans, it's been a kind of a crazy roller coaster of a ride, really. I will touch on that in a second, but first we will look into how things will look for Spurs tonight. It is the Champions League. We're playing at the Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt, where we take on Eintracht Frankfurt, the European, what's I say, the European champions, the Europa League champions. That's how they got through to this competition, although they finished fourth in the league. Fourth, they finished 11th in the Bundesliga. So they got the chance to take part in this competition. So, well, how's everyone feeling? This is going to be the first question, really. How's everyone feeling? It's going to be a wild one, really. It's an interesting one. They've got the team news coming up, and I've just seen what Eintracht Frankfurt are playing, and looks like a fairly strong lineup. Hasebe in defence, Lindstrom, but the one name that is missing, it looks like Goretzka is not there. Is it Goretzka I'm thinking of? The important German player. There was talk that he was going to be out injured. Not Goretzka. Götze. Mario Götze. Yes, he was injured. So he is going to miss out, unfortunately. So we shall see how it all pans out for us. Evening there, Phil. Hope you are good, and you're saying that you are a bit nervous. It's yeah, I suppose the thing is that we're not quite sure what Spurs will turn up as such. I mean, it's a game where we kind of think, we should have a bit of confidence about ourselves to actually go out there and do well. But we've seen how things have unfolded. But before we get into that, let's have a look at our team news. And it is going to be as people expected, really. Here we go, just coming up. And it's going to be an interesting one, really. We obviously expect Lloris to start, and he has, despite the issues that he's had. He had in the game against Arsenal. He is always going to be a starter. Forced to have to take his place on the bench. And then the back five, as it will be. Emerson will start. I know he's not been many people's cups of tea, but as I said in the live stream in the Arsenal game, yes, it was a very strange and you could say very daft kind of reaction to Martinelli going the other way. So it's we're always going to be starting, really. Romero, Dyer, and Longley make up the central defensive line. Longley actually played okay, I guess. Perisic will be out on the left, and then there's the midfield pivots as per usual with Rodrigo Bentancur, and Højbjerg will be playing there. And I know a lot of people are saying that this will be a time for Bissouma to start. And he's going to be on the bench again. It's not really a lineup that he would choose to play, and he's kind of hoping that he gets they kind of gets the experience through coming off the bench in order to play in the three in midfield. But he's going to bring him on slowly, or he's going to just literally rotate. And then you got the front three, which has Richarlison, which has Son, which has Kane. Kane, of course, becoming the highest scorer in North London derby matches. So he also gets to start. So it's going to be an interesting one. So it's 3-4-3, basically the same lineup that started against Arsenal, which I'm going to be going on to, which I'm going to be talking about now, I think, because I think that it's going to be a controversial one, really. But hi there, sorry, I haven't got your name on there. Just have to register with StreamYard on the link in the Facebook group, and that will show us your name. And so feeling confidence, the user there, good to see. And we got Elena. Icarus, surprised we have made no changes. Yeah, you could say that actually. Would you change any of the players after the weekend? That would be, this is what I actually want to get onto. Because I did kind of allude to it on the stream, and I don't know if many people agree with me, because not many people said too much. But before the start of that second half, that first half kind of played out the way I said it would do, and that was basically us sitting back and kind of like bring them onto us, which I guess is going to be a Conte tactic. That's literally going to be how he's going to be playing, and we're going to pip them off each time, because always, if you have a team coming onto you, you're always going to create and leave a lot of space. And so that's kind of how it proved. And if you think about that first half, apart from Jesus' shot, which went straight at Lloris, and I think a few other shots that were ballooned over, and apart from the goal that they scored, they did not test our back line or even our goalkeeper. It was literally just playing into our hands. It was then just the stupid error by Lloris that caused us to be on the back foot early in the second half, and then that weird kick out by Emerson. A lot of people are saying that he tried to take him. I mean, he was being shepherded out. I maintain to this day that there was a instinctive lunge out, which you can't really legislate for that at all. You can't really legislate for that at all. And so, as I say, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a yellow, but at the same time, I could see why it was a red. So it was one of those things, and it was just kind of unfortunate the way it kind of panned out. But it was a mountain to climb as soon as Lloris made that mistake. And would I make any changes? I guess. Well, was actually kind of expecting there would be some rotation anyway. It's a natural rotation, and I would have kind of thought that there would be at least one of the three strikers will stay on the bench, or one of the three forwards, I should say, will stay on the bench, and we'll bring him on if we need to, because now we just played our entire hand. And if he doesn't trust Brian Hill, like I don't think he does, then we're going to leave ourselves really short on the bench. And if we are to drop one of the strikers, then that'll naturally open up a place in midfield, which is where Bissouma would come in. So you would probably say one of the forward players stay on the bench, and then we bring on Bissouma to play three in midfield. But at the same time, I don't think he really trusts that three in midfield to start off with. So it's kind of a hard one, really. So I guess looking at that team, it was always going to be the case that he was going to start the way he has, which kind of makes it a little bit difficult because now there's not much kind of leeway, because now people are just thinking that he has this set way and he's not going to find a way of changing it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of the way it is at the moment. But at the same time, that team should be kind of strong enough to play well. Well, that's the thing, to play well against Eintracht Frankfurt, and you kind of hope that it's it'll be good enough. But yeah, the team news is running along the bottom now, so that's for people who don't know who's playing. So the bench is quite a large bench as well. I mean, we've got a lot of players who are missing from injury. Kulusevski being the main one missing through injury, and also Davies as well. So well, I think he's on the bench actually. Is he not? Yeah, he is on the bench, so I think he's probably recovered. But Kulusevski is going to be the big miss, which is why I was kind of hoping that at least one of the forwards will stay on the bench, and that will also naturally open up a place in midfield for Bazuma to start, or even Skip to start. But he's kind of steadfast in his approach, so we shall see how it all kind of pans out. So, and there's Angel K. Evening to you. Glad you can make the stream. I hope you enjoy the game because it's going to be an interesting one. And it is just about 20 minutes till kickoff. Just waiting to see what the atmosphere is like in the ground. There's a lot of Spurs fans have made it over. I know there's a couple who couldn't because of travel issues. And as far as all I can say is shame on you because you're missing out on a good trip in Germany. I got a couple of people out there who I've just seen the pictures that they're having a great time. I do love Germany. Anyone who knows me knows that I love Germany, and knows that I love watching football in Germany, and knows how gutted I am that I missed out on this game. But it was good to be with everyone here as well tonight, and hopefully we shall see the team get the 3 points because we need that as well, especially after the start we've made to the Champions League, where we started off quite well. Remember, match day 1, played Marseille at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, played very well. Well, played well. Played okay. We played okay. Okay, we played all right. It was kind of like a very bitty game. We won 2-0, as we just seen on the video that we recorded the vlog, and 2-0, good starts. A bit of crowd troubles you might have seen as well. That bodes well for when we go over to Marseille in a couple of weeks' time. We're on about 3 weeks' time. Looking forward to that already. And then a couple of weeks ago, we played Sporting Lisbon. Sorry, I got ticked off by a Sporting fan on the video. You might have seen. You read the comments. It's actually Sport Lisboa. You said the wrong team. I do apologise. Lisboa. Sporting Club de Portugal. That's who it is. I was about to say the name of their rivals. That would have got me. That would have got me absolutely lynched, wouldn't it? And R2D2, difficult game, expecting a loss. Well, the way they have played so far in the Champions League, I don't know if they're doing that well in the Bundesliga. I know they finished 11th, but they have got the European pedigree, and that's where I think you're probably coming from. But we're not going to lose it. I'll be surprised if we lose this one. We've got Conte on the screen right now answering a few questions. Hopefully, he has an idea of how to play. But I've seen how Eintracht Frankfurt play. I know they've got a few new players since last season, but in that final, I mean, they weren't that much better against Rangers, and I don't really rate Rangers that much. And Rangers I think Rangers should have won that game. So far in the Champions League, I mean, they have played obviously played 2 games alongside us, and they've lost one at home, and that was the game against Sporting Club de Portugal. I think that was a 3-0 defeat. And then they played Marseille, who I think they won 1-0 against, if my memory serves me right. So they are on the same number of points as we are, but we have the better kind of goal difference as things stand. So, I mean, if they're to, that's the thing. I'm judging everything against Sporting. They played okay against us. We played a similar kind of style like we did, as you saw, against Arsenal, and I would say we were unfortunate to have lost that game. Really, I'd say that, but because their goals came very, very late, and a lot of people are saying that we deserve to lose that is fair enough. That is fair enough. But I thought it was kind of harsh on us. I mean, those 2 goals were very late. We had a couple of opportunities. I know Marcus Rashford, Marcus Edwards almost kind of ran us ragged, and especially later on in that first half and then most of the second half. So you could say that, yeah, maybe we deserve to lose, but in terms of chances, they didn't create that much against us, really. The stuff that they did create, yeah, they were looking at school. But there were 2 late goals. We taken our opportunities as well. That could have been a grandstanding finish, really. But so I wouldn't say that I'm expecting a loss. I can understand why you kind of are, and why they're replaying the game of the weekend. I have no idea, but they're just talking through it. But I mean, the less I say about that game, the better, I'd say, because again, I'll say the game plan kind of worked. I mean, from what I'm watching here, Arsenal had a lot of the ball. They passed it around a lot. They had quite a bit of space to work through, but they couldn't get behind us, and they couldn't force a save from our from our keeper. And we're jockeying nicely and kind of stopping them. And it's just an opportunistic strike from Partey that gave them the 1-0 lead, and then a very, very stupid error by Lloris that made it 2-1 and gave us a mountain to climb with 40 minutes to go, and then a very daft lash out that got Emerson sent off. But up until that point, the game plan was working. So it's kind of hard to say, really. It's kind of hard to say. I know people say that we aren't playing that well, but it is mixed. So 15 minutes till go till kickoff. Well, 13 minutes to go till kickoff. And how's everyone feeling? I mean, I see some expecting a loss, some kind of feeling confident, which is good. Some nervous. It's good. It's good to see. Good to hear. Me myself, how am I thinking? I mean, I started off the stream last time out by saying how that I was fairly confident because I knew what the game plan was going to be, and I knew how Arsenal were going to play against us, and how we were going to counter that. And so as the game kind of fell the way I thought it would, that's where my confidence kind of grew. So it'll be interesting to see how we start today, because I imagine that Frankfurt will probably want to try and start in a similar kind of way. So you kind of both teams just trying to sit back and wait for the others to try to attack. I'm going to have a look to see where Eintracht Frankfurt are in the Bundesliga. Their last game, by the looks of it, Union Berlin lost their first game. From what I've seen, they lost to Eintracht Frankfurt. There we go. So Eintracht Frankfurt inflicted Union Berlin's first defeat of the campaign, and so they're currently lying 6th in the table. Not too bad a start. I mean, although they've conceded a hell of a lot of goals, conceded 13 in only 8 matches. That is a heck of a lot. So that could be something that we can exploit. They are just 3 points off the leaders, Union Berlin, who have been sucked back into it all now. So they're kind of in a similar position to us, where we're kind of 4 points off the leaders. After that really disastrous second half against Arsenal, there has to be a lot of pressure on Lloris now. I mean, a lot of people have said, especially in the group, that Lloris has a lot of credit in the bank, because of everything he's done for us in the last 11 years or so. That is true to an extent, but also, I mean, when he makes a really poor error like he did, it has to be called out, and it has to be called out. And it is going to be. It is going to be a game where there's going to be a lot of eyes on him. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him, and he has to stand up now. He's the captain. He's the talisman, and the team has to look up to him, and he has to show us what he is capable of, and show us that he can bounce back. Emerson, he has to just try and shake that off. He has to try. I mean, it is kind of is the word impetuosity. Is that even such a word? Impetuousness. I don't know. Impetuosity. I'm just getting the nod from my director and producer, I should say. That lunge out was just kind of. I'm not quite sure what was going through. He just literally. I guess he just kind of didn't even see the ball from where he was. The player was going away. Didn't even see the ball. So that lunge out was just kind of was a little bit of impetuousness coming from him. So, well, he has to put that at the back of his mind now and concentrate on tonight, because it is going to be a big one. It is going to be a game that we have to win. It's a game that we cannot afford to lose. If we lose this one, then we're in doo-doo creek without a paddle. Sorry for the baby language, but it is kind of how it is. So, and I know you can see the lineup at the bottom there, but let's bring the lineup up to the screen one more time so that everyone can have a good look. And yes, there you go. You can see it is literally, as pointed out, it is the same lineup. It is the same lineup as the weekend. I guess it's just a case of Conte saying, okay, after that disaster of the second half, you go out there and you prove that you are decent enough to turn it around. And like Eleanor did say, she did say that we have expected some changes. I would have thought that especially in order to keep the rotation going, so not to knacker the team out, that there will be some changes made. But Conte is stuck with the same team, and so let's kind of hope that it bears fruit. That's all we can do, really. Ooh. 7 minutes to go till kickoff. So go on, let us know what you're thinking. Let us know where you're at with this team now. At this point in time, I mean, at the start of the season, I did suggest that. Sorry about that. I just had someone come through there. I did suggest that I expect to see us challenging for the title, challenging for trophies. I guess that's going to be the case now. That maybe, I know it's still early, but 4 points to the margin, and with City playing the way they are playing, and also playing the way they are playing, that it is going to be a season where the smaller trophies are probably the ones we're going to be going after to build up that kind of confidence. And yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit kind of deflated after the weekend. I am just kind of. It just wasn't, especially the way the second half went, and the way we kind of. I know Conte made a hell of a lot of changes after 5 minutes after that goal went in, and those changes kind of. I mean, those changes kind of. Well, they're just kind of like trying to protect our 3-1 loss. By the looks of it, that's kind of how it looks. But at least I guess they didn't create too many chances. But then again, they didn't really need to. They were 3-1 up, and they were playing the way they did. They were just to keep hold of the ball and whatnot. But just got a comment come through there. How many fans can trap some? I presume that's relating to Emerson, isn't it? It's I suppose there are quite a lot of comments really concerning that, and there have been a few kind of unwanted kind of comments, especially directed towards Emerson. I mean, I'm not going to say that he's kind of lit the whole place alight, but at the same time, he's improved a hell of a lot on last season, and Whoa! I've just seen all the other scorelines there. Marseille thrashing Sporting the Club de Portugal 4-1 at the Velodrome. My days! Oh my days! And we get turned over 2-0. Huh. It's amazing, really, absolutely amazing. But yeah, so that's the current score at the moment in the at the Stade. I think they call it the Orange Velodrome for sponsorship purposes, but I don't want to call it Stade Velodrome. Is what I grew up calling it. And then now gone to a scene in at the Deutsche Bank Arena, and it looks fantastic. It's yeah, flags are waving. What they call it? It's not the tifosi, that's Italian, but that is that does look stunning. It does look amazing. And there's 4 minutes till kickoff. 3 minutes till the teams come out, I would say. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. It looks absolutely fantastic. It does look brilliant, and the team's waiting to come out. They are looks like we're going to be wearing all white by the looks of it, which is surprising. I know that Eintracht Frankfurt, their home kit is white, but they seem to play a lot in black, which I'm not quite sure about. I mean, they play either in black or in red, and they obviously can't play in red because the referee's wearing red. But I'm surprised they're not wearing white because that is a home colour. But I'm presuming that they're wearing white because we got white shorts there, and white shorts and white socks. I'm presuming wearing white shirts as well. But we shall see when they take off when they get the kickoff. We shall see what they're wearing. But I assume that Eintracht will be wearing white shirts. But they did wear white against Sporting Club de Portugal. That's because their colours are either green and white as a home kit, and then green as their away kit. So there wasn't really much scope. So yeah, it is what it is. Well, they're about to play the Champions League anthem. Don't know if you can get that. These are the champions. Die Meister. Die Besten. Les grandes équipes. The champions. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, let's do it now. Let's do it. Let us do it. Only a couple minutes now till kickoff now. I mean, I love European football throughout. It doesn't matter the competition. I just love European football. I love traveling to watch Spurs. I love being in these new places to watch Spurs. I love all these weird and wonderful countries that no one ever gets to go to unless it's with football. Colin Moani plays up front there for Eintracht Frankfurt. Kamada, that's the player I was thinking of earlier. Lindstrom. So they are missing one of their main players through injury. So that's good. So that's all right. But at the same time, they are a very dangerous side on the break. So it is a side that we have to try and watch for. And we are playing in all in white, and Eintracht will be playing all in black. So yeah, Lloris doing the exchanges. A lot rests on his shoulders now. I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of people are eager to blame Emerson, but I steadfastly believe that if Lloris had made that mistake, then a lot of things would not have happened. So, and that's the team line that have been confirmed, and it is going to be a 3-4-3 formation. Perisic on the left, Emerson on the right, alongside Rodri and Højbjerg, and then Son, Kane, and Richarlison up front. So we just need a bit more I wouldn't say creativity. Well, I know people will say creativity, but it's not kind of creativity that we kind of are lacking because we can create chances. It's just that people want their creativity to come from midfield, whereas our creativity ideally comes from the wings and the wing back positions. So it looks like they're all gathering in the centre around the centre circle. I'm not quite sure why, unless somebody's passed away that I don't know about. Someone can let me know. That'd be fantastic. But I'm not quite sure what the what that's about. Oh, and this is for the people that passed away in Indonesia, the 125 that were killed in the stampede. That could be why they were gathering. Yeah, they are. It's just come up as on the screen there. Kanjuruhan Stadium in Java. 125 people passed away. We're going to have a moment's silence for that. Okay. Right, come on, Spurs, let's do it. Just about to kick off. There's Kamada. I guess it's more the attacking midfielder, really. Although I've seen him in so many different positions, I'm not quite sure where he's actually nailed down. But it is going to be, like I said, it's going to be an intriguing game. And as we get back to kick off, I think, well, the referee's just watching on his watch there. So, and there we go, kick off. And so we shall see what happens. It is going to be. It's going to be a big game. I can't stress how a big game this is because we're both on the same number of points, and with Sporting Club de Portugal getting absolutely smashed as things stand, they're losing 4-1. I think that's probably the final score now. It is imperative that we get the 3 points here. We are dressed all in white, with our European whites, attacking the goal to my right, and Eintracht Frankfurt all in black, looking quite menacing, attacking the goal to our left. So, what do you think the score's going to be? I mean, that's if you kind of seen enough of Eintracht Frankfurt, or what you kind of hoping the score to be. That will be the more pertinent question, I should think. As we kind of lose possession in the final third, the ball's now launched up, and that is Kolo. They're getting dispossessed there by, not another injury. Dyer has gone down there after making that challenge on Kolo, and don't need any more injuries, man. He gets it clear, and he just lands very awkwardly on his foot. Lands very awkwardly on it. Hopefully, it's just an impact injury. He'll be able to run it off. But if he's twisted and injured his ligaments, and that's literally not what we need. Literally not what we need. So I'll keep an eye on that, so just to see how things are going. Looks like it's a great atmosphere. The scarves are waving. Everything's going nuts there. It's lovely. Great interception there by Kane, but given away by here is a poor pass by Højbjerg. So Kane did all he could to try and control it, but in the end, went out of play there. He stood on the ball somewhat. So, headed clear there by Romero. Claims a throw, but it clearly came off him. The throw to Eintracht. For those who don't speak enough German, Eintracht kind of translates to almost oneness, I think. So in a way, it could be translated to United. So it could be playing. So you could say we're playing Frankfurt United. There's a throw to Spurs. Emerson picking up the ball. Okay. Well, I suppose as both teams do like to try and hit on a counter as much as they can, as many people would have seen when Eintracht played Rangers in the Europa League final. So who knows who is the side that wants to get hold of the ball and try and drive forwards. I guess it's just literally down to the teams in position at the time, because it's going to be nothing like a chess game as things stand. But at the moment, it's 3 minutes in, and it's scoreless at the moment. Roda, the Eintracht Frankfurt captain, was just prominently on the screen just then. I'm not quite sure why. So now we currently have the ball. just playing around the back there. Højbjerg back to Dyer. It looks like he's shaking off that little knock that he had. That's good to see. There's Longley. I'm thinking that he's kind of changed a lot of people's minds, really, because a lot of people are dead against him coming for some reason, even though he's like a France international World. Is he a World Cup winner? No, I don't think he's a World Cup winner. But yeah, top player. Just because he's surplus at Barcelona doesn't mean he's not a good player. Good headed there by something to play it on, and another really weird pass there by Højbjerg. No, that wasn't Højbjerg. Sorry, that was Rodri there with a strange looping ball up. Not quite sure why he did that. Antonio Conte, probably the most difficult period that he's had so far. I mean, 2 defeats in the space of 4 matches. It's it's almost crisis time. Who knows? But that was our first defeat of the league campaign against Arsenal over the weekend. So no, they find themselves falling 4 points behind them now. So yeah, got all to do now to try and get back into it. Throw to Spurs. Okay, ball launched up. And there we go. And he gets launched back. So, Spurs with the ball. Nice long ball up there to Emerson. Has he got it? Yes. Volley there by Emerson. And unlucky Emerson there. Just goes over. Good ball there. I think that was from, it must have been from Dyer. That was from way deep. Very far deep. It was a lovely ball there. The defender could have got hold of it. And Emerson, if it was a little bit lower, would have troubled the keeper with that. It was a great volley. Unlucky. So, I guess the round of applause there from Conte. So there you go. The I guess we now see what the onus on Spurs to do the attacking balance, because Eintracht are going to sit back and just wait for us to come onto them and try and hit us on the break. Here's Longley. That's a good dink ball. Another dink ball. Go on then, Emerson. He's in the penalty area. And it's good. As I got out for a corner. Nice little block there by Knauf. I'll call him Michael there. I apologise. Marcus Edwards lookalike. Perisic there getting a round of boos there. He was a Bayern Munich favourite, wasn't he? So I guess are they Eintracht big rivals of Bayern Munich? I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe just the boos because we have a possession of the ball at the moment. But it's a corner to Spurs. Perisic to take it. Son is just square of him. Just waiting for the referee to actually allow us to take the corner. That's a good ball. Just headed clear, and no one trying to get the second ball. And it's cleared by Frankfurt. Headed back by Emerson. And a little bit of tangle in the midfield, but we end up losing the ball. So the stadium looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, like most of the modern German stadiums, they look beautiful. And yeah, I am racked with jealousy as I'm sat here watching it here. But the atmosphere, it sounds cracking. But there's a shout out there to Sonia and them lot. We're out there enjoying the game. Hope you have a good time out there in Frankfurt. It is a it looks fantastic. I mean, I passed through Frankfurt on the way to Cologne when it was a couple of years ago when we played Borussia Dortmund, and we landed in Frankfurt airport. I mean, my sister and the young lady friend, and we had to catch the bus from Frankfurt, the Flixbus from Frankfurt up to Cologne, and going through Frankfurt was a lovely looking city, and lots of high rises. There's the financial center of Germany, isn't it? So there is a lot to see. But Definitely not on the pitch because that was a wayward pass there by Rodri. Ball's dinked, and looks like just a war of attrition in midfield at the moment. But Frankfurt emerged with the ball again. Okay, trying to and free. No, play on apparently, and here's Kane. Lovely, Emerson playing much more further. Oh, that's a foul. Got to give that because Emerson's playing very, very well at the moment. It's 10 minutes in, and he's really causing the defense a lot of issues. That was a clear foul as well. I mean, literally took his leg away. So we got a free kick chance. They're complaining about the free kick that they should have had a free kick when Rodri challenged the Canal. But the referee was right on top of it. He didn't give anything for it, so it's all good, man. Free kick to Spurs. Almost 10 minutes into the game. Time to take this one. I don't know well, it's Rodri. Looks like it was Lindstrom that suffered the injury when he was tackled by Rodri there. He looks like in a lot of pain. I don't know if he really is because if he didn't have much pain, he wouldn't be slapping the ground like that. I don't know. I just don't buy these massive injuries that some of these players have, rolling around and stuff. Oh, did I do Rodri a disservice? It was Longley that made the challenge, and it looked like he kind of raked down his calf. Now, if you think about the challenge that got Emerson sent off, and many people are saying, "Oh, Emerson, what were you thinking?" That looked kind of bad because his socks are ruined. His stockings are absolutely ruined there. So he really raked down his calf there. But the referee said there was nothing wrong with it, and that's where it's open to interpretation. That's where the interpretation thing comes in. So I said at the time that the Emerson challenge was worthy of a yellow, but I could see it was given as a red. That wasn't even given as a free kick. Son there with the ball. Great play! And through the... Oh! A great cross by Son. Kane missed it. Emerson there just dodged it. Oh, not Emerson. Romero dodged it. Oh. He tried to get his head on it there, Romero, but it was just too far forward. Oh, creating chances, man. Unlucky there, Kane. Unlucky. Okay. But like 11 minutes in, and we're actually starting quite well. Started very well, actually. That's the first opportunity or the first attempt on goal from anybody. So we're doing well. Second attempt, if you include the Emerson shot that was blasted over. That was a poor pass by Kane. Try to get Emerson behind. It looks like that's our tactic right there, to try and get Emerson in behind the Eintracht's left wing back position, because he's getting a hell of a lot of joy down there. The defender that doesn't seem to know how to handle him. So so intriguing one there. Okay, Richarlison there losing sight of the ball and giving the ball away, but I was going to say that Eintracht Frankfurt made a complete hash of that, but we're making a real pig zero clearing it away. But it's come all the way up now to good ball, great ball there. And this is Højbjerg, and that's a poor pass. I even called it out again as well in the in the last game. It's just simple passing from midfield up to the forward line. That's where the issue is kind of breaking down. If we were to actually make any changes, yes, I would say. Basuma knows how to pass a goddamn ball, so that will be my one thing. Other than that, Højbjerg has played quite well. He's kind of I mean, no one's really gotten past him, and he's kind of marshaled the midfield in a decent way. But just the passing is just what's getting me. That's what's winding me up. No, we currently got the possession of the ball. Oh, simple passing, simple pass. Very shits. I think Son kind of uh, uh, felt like a lot of the weight had been lifted off his shoulders following that hat trick against Leicester, but played okay against Arsenal. It was kind of mixed against Sporting. Just kind of an up and down start to the season, really. Usually at this point in time, Son is one who's flying and Kane is one who's struggling, but Kane doing very well, and Son is kind of a 1-2, 1-2. There we go. That's beautiful. 1-2-3 in the end. Oh, good. That's a foul. It's saying no. Okay. Referee saying no to that. So Emerson barged off the ball, but apparently that is fine. That's all okay by the ref. Eintracht currently having the ball at the moment. Okay, and they make a mess of it. That should be the keeper's ball. And hey, Larissa's picked it up. Brilliant. Wish he did that in the 48th minute against Arsenal. Yeah, maybe it wasn't too much of a foul. I guess it kind of went down a little bit easy there, Emerson. But yeah, sometimes you win those, sometimes you lose those. So okay, and that's a interesting through. But again, they mess up their final ball as well. So it's kind of like a oh, that's a stupid pass there, pair of shits. Come on, man. Okay, Richarlison has the ball. That's a lunge out there. That should have been a foul. Yeah, he's given that the other way. And Richarlison's laying down injured, but yet he's given that the other way. Wasn't even. Okay. Hey, if you're just joining us, it's 16 minutes into the game, and it's currently Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in matchday 3 of the Champions League, and that ball played in behind Perisic, and he's yeah, good challenge there. You managed to get back just in time. So at the moment, playing quite well, kind of restricting Eintracht Frankfurt to well, kind of hopeful balls into the box really. But we've had a couple of opportunities. Emerson with a volley after a lovely through ball. I want to say Longley played the through ball there over the top, right inside, just cut inside the left back, and Emerson unleashed a volley that just kind of went over. And then the second opportunity there, a free kick just from Son, whips right in. Was missed by Romero, who tried to go for a header, and then Kane at the back post just couldn't quite connect. So we are creating some decent opportunities. I haven't quite worked the keeper yet. I think the same for Eintracht. They haven't worked our keeper either. I haven't even had a shot. So yeah, it's kind of a interesting start to the game, and it's a game where both teams like to try and sit back and soak up the pressure and let the opposition come onto them. So obviously both teams can't do that. So we are seeing the kind of the evolutions of our forward link-up play, and that ball inside of Emerson, don't foul, and I've opened them up there and it's just deflected away. Jeez. Roda there, the captain of Eintracht Frankfurt there with a shot. It was good play on the three ball that came inside of Emerson. Played along the box. Roda then was free, and yeah, the shots deflected over. They have a corner. Kamada to take the corner for Eintracht Frankfurt. They sound like a good atmosphere at the moment. It should not have happened. And Lloris, what is he doing? No, he punches it clear, but seeing it again, the ball goes over Rodri, and did he need to punch it? Did he need to punch it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the only course of action left to him, but I don't know. Just nervous when he just comes out and punches it when he can easily catch these things. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt over that one. Okay. Second corner, quick succession. Oh, that's a simple pass. Left it, and it was a poor shot in the end, but that was actually kind of well worked. And you just left it for each other. Oh, my word. And cleared out for another corner when not handling this at all well. That Knauf was one there who had the opportunity, but it was a well-worked corner there. A short ball, then a dummy, and then, yeah, and Knauf with the opportunity there that's cleared by Kane for a corner. He does look like Marcus Edwards, really. There's the young hooligans, the hoolies. Okay, a corner comes in and cleared by Emerson. Good header clear. Going to push out. We are indeed. And the ball's launched back in, and no one's really watching at the back post. And that's cleared, though. Here's Højbjerg trying to shepherd it out, and then he ends up well shepherded. Okay. Okay, headed down and cleared, and then given away again. So we're hitting that point in the game now where we have a moment of absolute shoddiness. And here it is. Okay. You know, some of the one-touch football is actually quite nice, actually, on the eye, Eintracht Frankfurt. And it's literally the feet, each ball, each pass, each ball. It's good. But we're jockeying nicely, keeping them at arm's length. This should really be our strength, really, just keeping the opposition at bay. And we're kind of slowly forcing them back, which we have done. Richarlison now is closing down the defender and it's all the way back to the keeper. So you can say, well done there, Spurs. Then the ball's launched up. Good header there by Dyer. And here come Frankfurt again. Here's Rueda. And he's been dismissed quite easily. Here's Richarlison. Haven't seen much of him, really. That's an interesting pass to Dyer, who's quite far up. But it's cleared. Okay, now Eintracht launching their own kind of attack. Run a long way. Out to the right, and Lloris catches it. Maybe I should cut him some slack. Who knows? But I was absolutely mad by that over the weekend. But here we go. Roll that to Romero. Inside there to Højbjerg. That was Rodri. That's Romero again here, close to the halfway line. He passes it back though to Dyer. Ball out to Perisic. Perisic again for Tottenham Hotspur. And Dyer. Well, if you just come in, the scoreline might shock you actually. Marseille 4, Sporting Club de Portugal 1, an absolute mauling, and I want to know how that happened because when we played Marseille, there weren't any great shakes really. There wasn't anything about them that I thought, you needed to worry about, but they absolutely dismantled a very good-looking sporting club side. They absolutely dismantled them. So yeah, I mean, so that's going to be an interesting one. I mean, if we win our double header, this double header here against Eintracht Frankfurt, that puts us in a very good position. And we just have to see what happens against Marseille. But yeah, I'm just going to have a look at the scorers, see if I can find the goal scorers for Marseille, because that was a scoreline I was not expecting. I really wasn't. Right, so we got the ball at the moment. Currently in midfield, Romero's got the ball. Buzz out now to Emerson. Emerson down to Son. Wasn't the best of control, and then the pass was poor. And Dika there with the challenge. Headed back. I should get it. That's handball. Referees, let's play on. Yeah, here's Højbjerg. Decent ball. There we go. Emerson. Lovely pass in. Good play. This is Richarlison. This is Son. It should be. Oh, come on! Missed the ball, but he ends up in the net. Unlucky Kane. But we are working it here, and we just have not had a shot on goal. Well played there by Son, the dummy. Richarlison then has an opportunity. I don't know if Kane was offside or not, but was that ball in behind? No, it was right in front of him. He should have at least threw his head on it, but I guess he didn't want to, damage his hair. But it's all good. It's all fine. Okay, latest scores. If you want to have a look at these ones, it's Group A currently playing Ajax 1, Napoli 1. So Kudus scores for their first by Ajax, and Raspadori equalising for Napoli. So Napoli look like they're actually playing quite well in that game there. And this is one interesting one there, the Battle of Britain. A lot of similar kind of vibes to Emerson here. Liverpool 1, Rangers 0. Trent Alexander-Arnold scoring after 7 minutes. Yeah, I mean, he's getting his knockers as well, and yeah, I guess you might have enjoyed that one. He scored first. There's a Liverpool 1, Rangers 0 at Anfield. Group B, there's goalless in both games there. It's Club Brugge 0, Atletico de Madrid 0, FC Porto 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0. My man Marius out there in Porto, he'll be enjoying that one, I'm sure, but maybe not, because probably a drab, boring 0-0 draw at the moment. But it looks like Leverkusen are dominating that one, so he might be. Look at this for a scoreline. Group C, Bayern Munich. Oh, hold on for a second there as we have the ball. Emerson, good skill, pass one. It's taken out then. The referee says no. That is unbelievable. That should be our throw. But I thought Emerson was taken out there. They're showing it again. He gets past. Isn't that foul? Did he get the ball before the player? I don't know. Anyway, so so we maintain possession there. Is in our defensive half. So Bayern Munich 5, Victoria Plzen 0. I mean, they're obviously going to be the whipping boys in that group there. Victoria Plzen, the Czech side, but it is what it is. Inter 0, Barcelona 0. 28 minutes played in that game. And look at this. That is amazing. There, Marseille 4, Sporting Club de Portugal 1. The weird thing was that Sporting Lisbon took the lead after a minute. And so I don't know what the hell happened to them, but they ended up getting absolutely trounced by Marseille. Sanchez scoring, Harit, Balerdi, and Mbemba scoring there for Marseille. So, I mean, the table kind of looks like this now. I mean, Sporting Club still lead the way, but if we win, I think they still. Oh, look at this. This is Kane gets past the player. Oh, and unlucky there, Kane. That was a good turn and shot. Fed there by Son. It was well played there. It was unlucky, absolutely unlucky. But we still haven't worked the keeper. That's the thing. Keeper still has not made a save. And they're showing the Emerson chance. That's a foul. He literally gets to the player before he even touches the ball. I don't believe that VR did not pull that back. But Emerson's playing all right at the moment. He's playing all right. But if we win today, then that means we go level on points with the Sporting Lisbon, the Sporting Club de Portugal, and puts a bit of daylight between us, because that victory there for Marseille of the Sporting Club throws us a bone. It really does. And it also kind of makes me wonder what's awaiting us in Marseille when we go there in about 3 weeks' time. It's that's going to be interesting. ball's wasted there and has gone straight to the keeper. 28 minutes played, and it's Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, as you can see in the score line right there. But not playing too badly. I mean, we're creating a lot of opportunities, just have not worked the keeper, and that's where the issue lies. If we get one of these shots on target, we're bound to score. Because the keeper has been nowhere near some of these efforts. Currently, Dyer's on the ball there. Also, the midfield tries to get Sonny involved, but he's quickly closed down. And Højbjerg's running around like a whippet trying to get the ball back. Richarlison now is trying to close the defender. There's put a lot of pressure on there. Emerson there as well. Good play. And that's a wayward pass by the Frankfurt players, but it's worked out to their advantage. So, here in the Deutsche Bank Park, it is currently third in the league, in the Premier League, taking on sixth in the Bundesliga. And Conte, not best pleased. He's wearing a coat. It must be quite chilly out there. It is the Rhine Valley, so the Rhineland, I think they call it. I imagine it is going to be a little bit on the chilly side. So yeah, half an hour played, and poor control there by Kamada. Is going to be a throw to Spurs. If we scored the first goal here just before close to half time, then they will put a different slant on everything, really. Okay, Højbjerg trying to, for the referee, yeah. The referee says that he fouled the playing on. Oh, it was well played by Spurs. Good defending. Here's Richarlison. And he's going to get a throw out of that, strangely enough. Trying to play it backwards, but the Eintracht player in front of him stuck his foot out, and he's now gained some yards. But yeah, I mean, there's only a couple of months now till January, and I was thinking way ahead. But there are players that Conte doesn't really trust. I mean, you need to rest some players, and we're still playing the same three players each time up front, and they've got Hill on the bench. I know Lucas is out injured. That adds to everything. It's a muscle injury, from what I'm led to believe. Kulusevski also is out injured, so you'd think that Hill would be the natural replacement, but he's on the bench each time, and I don't think he's even seen any minutes as yet. So that is the issue, really. If there are players that he doesn't really trust, then I guess he's going to have to put them on loan or sell them on and get in players that he feels he can work with. But it's because I'm just kind of thinking that we don't need to. Good play, good turn up along there. Let's go past three players and then plays an absolutely awful ball. Well, actually, it was a good ball, just no one was on the wavelength. But my point was, as I was saying there, I mean, if there are players that he doesn't trust, then he has to either move them on loan, and then get in the players that he needs. But obviously, is a rebuilding process, so everything's not going to be done within the first 15 minutes of the window, as many people are kind of thinking would be the case. That's a good ball by Sonny out to Perisic, who plays a good ball in, but it's clear by the defender. So, and then Perisic just kind of jumps up the ball. They should have really got that one. Okay, here we go. And that's out there for a corner. Richarlison, they're forcing the issue, so a corner to Spurs. I think that's going to be our fourth corner of the game. Okay, who's taking this one? Is it Perisic to take? That was a short one. Son tries a trick and it gets tackled, put the ball in the box, man. That was poor. That was poor. Right. Okay, 35 minutes. Well, in the 35th minute, I should say. And in terms of opportunities, we're creating all the opportunities. In terms of clear-cut chances, there's only really been one. Well, would you call it clear-cut? Yeah, I suppose you could call it clear-cut. The Kane shot that was just wide. Is that a throw? Okay, I guess it is. Yeah, the Kane shot that was just wide, but I mean, Eintracht haven't created literally anything. So they're showing shots to the fans, and then they've been. For me, this is an intriguing kind of like almost like a chess game, really. It says we had 56% of the ball, so we've played quite well. More of the passes completed, so it shows that we are going a bit more forward, and it's easy. It's pleasing on the eye. It's easy on the eye. They're showing that player there with the ripped socks after Longlay's rake down his calf. And not that Emerson wants to get a player sent off. I bet he's looking at it and thinking, wait, my little kick result in the red. This didn't even result in a free kick. Get up! You're not injured. How do you get injured from that? Oh, well, the kicked it out, so it's going to be a throw. I think it's a foul. Foul on Colo. Tried a trick. Went past. Okay, well, he gets the ball first, and his foot just happens to be in the way, so it's not really a foul. And Caligula in the crowd there wants to have someone's head off. But now it's ball's back with us now, so yeah. Emerson with a ball. Just closed down, unlucky there. Well, that's good play. That's good play. He's going to give a foul, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, I thought that Rodri got hold of the ball, but I guess not. There's going to be a foul to Eintracht. Coming up to about in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and I suppose Spurs we thinking, okay, it's so far got good control of the ball when we've had it, creating opportunities, which is good. We need to actually work the keeper, and that's where we've fallen down. We have kept Eintracht at bay, which is what I kind of expected us to do. This is going to be interesting. But we can up the ante in the last 8 minutes of the game of the first half. That's a good ball. Oh, he headed it clear. Oh, look at that! That's a bad ricochet there. But here we go. Go on, Richarlison, and he ran into the player instead. That's offside. It should be, but Lloris has come out, and that's a poor kick. Lucky he got away with that one. I guess it wasn't offside. Looked offside to me, but I guess he wasn't. So it's a throw to Eintracht Frankfurt. Taken quickly here. Cross comes in and it's cleared by Perisic, and then a volley, which should be easy for Lloris, and it is. Would that count as a shot and goal by Roda? I don't know. I don't think it really should. I think he was just. He'll say he was aiming for goal, but who knows what's counted as a shot and goal these days? But yeah, no real danger. Okay, the ball's back with Lloris. We're trying to create space by egging Eintracht Frankfurt on, playing it around the back now as the Frankfurt players try to close down the space. A long lay. Long clearance up to Kane. That's good. And his referee's given a handball there, but nothing for the trapping by the defender. He's got his arms all over him, and then he's dragging him down. I mean, no wonder he handled it, because he's probably losing his balance and stuff like that kind of melee. Okay, clear. That should be Spurs, and it is. Here's Emerson. Oh, that's a foul. Emerson must be the most fouled player so far in this game. I mean, Romero to take the free kick. Back to Dyer, who then passes it on to Højbjerg, who's split the defensive line. Is Longley out here on the left. Interesting ball over, but easily dealt with. As Kamado is giving the ball away, though. That's good. His son, but a chance. Oh, he's put it wide. How are we not hitting the target with these shots? We had decent opportunity. Good flick there by Kane to get Son involved, and somehow he's spooned it. We have not worked the keeper at all. We've had that's probably another clear-cut opportunity. We've had two clear chances, one for Kane and one for Son, and somehow they've spooned it all wide. Oh, unlucky there. Nice attempt there by Rodri. Romero was just turned over. He's got back there. Brilliant defending by Romero. Fantastic defending by Romero. And then he gives the ball away, which is dumb. Okay, Emerson come. There we go. Well done, Emerson there. Has given the free kick to us. Foul on Emerson. And like I said, he's been the most fouled player in this game, Emerson. Colo, they just leaned on him, and then, geez. Okay, it looks like he's got an injury to the face there, Emerson. But hopefully he'll be all right to continue. But, you know, I think Emerson's actually played quite well in this game today. If it were, I mean, I don't know what you think. Who do you think has been our best player so far? Because it's going to be quite a narrow field. I mean, Ivig's played okay, just the passing's gone awry. Longley has been all right. I mean, his long-range passing has been absolutely sublime at times. And Dyer's been kind of strong at the back and has joined the attack whenever he's wanted to. So, yeah, let us know. Let me know who you think has been our best player. That's a foul. Jeez, went straight through the back of him. How's it not even a booking? Jeez. Okay, we're doing that then. Well, there is just a. There's coming up to about 2.5 minutes left of the first half, plus some injury time as well. We'll see how much injury time is left to play, or the minimum injury time, I should say. That's good. Well played over Rodri. Kane plays it down to Richarlison. That's a lovely ball to Emerson. He could be inside. He should score. How we not score? Come on. Player shit's there, almost there, scoring. It should have been a goal. We're carving them open. And great play by Richarlison there to Emerson. A lovely ball inside is deflected, which is what took it away from Son. And then Precious comes in, and that's deflected as well. And the ball, it's almost spinning in, but it's just gone wide. Oh, my days. There's a corner there to Spurs. Perishit's to take. Okay, here he comes. That's a good ball and parried away by the keeper. Here's Højbjerg trying to get an extra yard of space. Now the player's gone down. Claiming a foul. He didn't touch him, did he? A yellow card there to Højbjerg. He did not. What is that? What is that? Oh, and that's a yellow card. Dickhead. Oh, get off, Colo. No, don't shake his hand. Don't shake his hand. Dickhead. I can't believe he wanted to shake his hand after that. Colo, you twat. Oh, good play. Oh, get some better studs there, Richarlison. Oh, this is good. This could be good. No, it's not. Hey, it's going to still be good. Here we go. Lovely play is, and Rodri there back to Dyer, who plays it on to Romero. Back to Rodri again for Tottenham. That's a good ball. That's good. And this is Højbjerg. He's inside to Richarlison. This should be. Oh, that's a great challenge. Or is it? They're claiming a penalty. They want a penalty. Get off him, you twats. They want a penalty here. Was that a foul? Because I thought it was a good challenge, but then again, got the wrong. Apparently, a minute of injury time there. Let's see what happens there. Højbjerg plays the ball through. Richarlison's about to take a swipe. Oh, that's actually a miss kick, isn't it? He actually miss kicks it, so it probably hits the turf, and that's. But then the player comes sliding in, so I guess that's where the injury is. But I don't think he's going to give it. It's actually not even a corner. Ideally, it should either be a penalty or a goal kick. But I'll take the corner. It's fine. Okay. Oh, no. What's going on now? Defenders there trying to hold on to Dar, and the referee's seen that. So give me a bit of a delay in taking this corner. But Perisic is primed. That is the minutes of added time up now. So intrigued now to see what happens. The corner now comes in. It's an interesting ball along the face, and everyone's claiming handball. Is there even VAR in this thing? Well, I don't know. I didn't actually see it, but a couple of players were claiming handball there. And they're still claiming handball. Referee's having none of it. Here's Emerson. Out now to Perisic on the left. Sorry, no, Longley on the left. I think we're just going to play for time and wait for the referee, for VAR to say something. I think that's what we're doing because we're not actually going forward. But it's out now to, I think that's Longley out there. That's a good ball. Great ball there to Richarlison. Lovely ball in there to Emerson. It's outside there to Højbjerg. Is he out of play? It's not, apparently. Okay. Okay, so that is the half-time whistle. And a lot of people looking into that penalty claim there. But is this handball? We are looking at it now as replay comes. It looks, that is handball. And he had no reason to have his arm out there. He had no reason to have his arm out there. That is handball, and for some reason, VAR are asleep. But it's half-time, and we created numerous opportunities, numerous chances, just not worked the keeper at all. Kane has had had one past the post. Son has had a decent one past the post. We had a lovely. Emerson's playing quite well. We've got a couple of three balls and crosses that have just been missed. Son's cross that was missed by Romero and Kane, and I can't really think of an opportunity that Eintracht Frankfurt have had. But they're just there to try and contain us, and we just have to hit the target, and that's what we're not doing. We have to hit the target. And if we do that, the keeper has not really moved as well as I think a keeper should really. So if we get a shot on target, we have a chance of scoring, but we're not even doing that. We're having all the opportunities, clear cut ones as well, just not working the keeper. And that's where we're kind of falling apart at the moment, or falling aside. So it's half time here, or there, at the Deutsche Bank Park. It is Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And, well, we shall see you again in about 10 minutes. But, yeah, things going according to plan. Just have to get that goal. That's literally all we have to do. Hello and welcome back. Second half is almost about to start. It's Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, and excuse me. It's it's been an okay first half. I mean, we had quite a great deal of possession, had a lot of the opportunities, some clear cut as well, but our shooting has just been way off. I think that from last count, I had 6 very good opportunities. I think it was six opportunities, 4 very good opportunities. None of them hit the target. Son and Kane being the worst culprits then, and then Son's cross into the box away free kick, which was missed by Romero and Kane. So we've had opportunities. I mean, I wouldn't be worried if we actually had an attempt on goal, but even when we're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, we're not even working the keeper. Emerson's played quite well going forward as well. Long lays, long passing has been sumptuous. Really, has been a joy to see. But we're just going to have a look at the half-time score lines as just the teams are getting ready to come out with it for the second half, and it's been quite a interesting run as things stand. Full-time scores in Group C: Bayern Munich 5, Victoria Plitzen 0. Obviously, that's going to be a scoreline that doesn't shock anybody. And then in our group, in Group D, Marseille 4, Sporting Club de Portugal 1. That was a big shock. Very big shock. It's a shock for me because they won their opening 2 games and played quite well in those 2 games, especially against us. But somehow they get absolutely pummeled in Marseille, and this is after taking the lead as well. So that's very, very shocking. Other scores. And this is a bit of a surprise here. In Group A, Ajax 1, Napoli 3. Ajax were 1-0 up in that game, but Napoli have been playing quite well, and I didn't actually foresee that happening. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's go on there. Liverpool 1, Rangers 0. Trent Alexander-Arnold there with the goal, which has put Liverpool 1 up in that match, which is good for him. Group B, bit of a surprise this one. Club Brugge or Club Brugge, depends on which side of the divide you're on. 1, Atletico de Madrid 0. So Diego Simeone's side there struggling a bit there. I mean, if you look at the stats, looks like they are struggling. They've had less of the ball. Bruges have had more of the shot. Well, more of the big chances, and expected goals is higher than theirs. Crazy stuff. And then in the same group there is Porto 0, Leverkusen 0. And that's 0-0 there. So, and then Group C, the other game in that group is Inter Milan 1, Barcelona 0, which is a bit of a shock scoreline. Well, is it a shock scoreline? I mean, the way that Barcelona are playing, it's hard to tell, really, as they're about to kick off for the second half. But Inter playing quite well in that one. And it looks like if I go to the stats in that game as well, Barcelona dominated. They've had all the ball. They had the same number of shots. But it's kind of it's crazy, really, very crazy. You remember that game between Inter and Barcelona? I think Mourinho was the manager of. Let's say we started off very poorly at the moment, but it's gone for a corner to Frankfurt. But yeah, let's ignore that. Anyway, Inter Milan 1, Barcelona 0, and the other score there is ours, which is currently 0-0, and we started off kind of poorly in that one. Now there's a corner to Eintracht Frankfurt. As long as we don't do anything stupid in the opening 3 minutes, like in the opening 3 minutes of the second half, like we did against Arsenal, everything is golden. Trust me. And the corner comes in, and it's headed clear. No, oh right. I was going to say why is no one challenging him, but the referee blew for a free kick. So it's all good. It's all good. Cool. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Did everyone enjoy that first half? Did it go according to plan? Did it go how you thought it might go? Was it a bit of a surprise for you? Let me know what you're thinking. Let's see how this is going as Longley gives the ball away there, but it's come back to him. That wasn't Longley, that was Rodri. I do apologise. I just keep seeing 3. I can't quite see the rest of the numbers, so that was Longley with a long pass, trying to get Perisic on the away on the left here. That's been cut out. So, they're currently working it through midfield, which is kind of good for them, I should say. But yeah, not doing too bad. We just kind of keep it a bit arm's length, forcing them back a bit. Okay, and the long ball up. Should be easy there for Perisic, and it is. Cleared away for a throw. They're showing the scene of the stadium outside the stadium, and it looks kind of beautiful, lit up with the red lighting. It's quite a backdrop. It looks fantastic. Oh, that's a poor pass back. There's going to be a throw to Spurs. Yeah, so far as gone as I thought it might go. Just going to have a quick sip. Hope we don't mind. But the second half started off in a very, very sketchy fashion. Okay, oh, that looks like it's going to give a free kick to Frankfurt. Nobody's playing on because he got up very quickly. So obviously the next game in Europe after tonight is in a couple of weeks' time. Sorry, next week. The next week? I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, it is next week. The return game against Eintracht Frankfurt. So ideally, a win here, and then a win at home, and then we can seriously start thinking about taking control of the group. But then after that result for Marseille, where they absolutely destroyed Sporting Club, it is. Oh my God, that was just too easy. Good save there. How they did not see Knauf just run around the back of him there, I have no idea. But it comes down that right there. It looks like Emerson there playing on one side. Should put your arm down and actually challenge the player instead of just trying to play for offside. He was clearly on. I don't want to blot Emerson's copybook there because he's played quite well so far today. And don't really fancy doing a pylon on him. That's everybody else has done that so far. And we're kind of shabby at the back at the moment. And that's a shot that's deflected. Kamada there with the attempt, and that's out for a corner. But yeah, not the best of starts. I thought it was a corner, but I guess it's not. It's yeah, it's a goal kick apparently. I thought it literally deflected off our defender. That's cool. I'll take it. So it looks like it's 50 minutes into the game. There's still no score at the moment. Oh, here we go. Come on, has it? Oh, but it's given away. It's Højbjerg, good challenge. And this is Kane. Ball out there to Sonny. He's going to play it out to the left. He is. Perisic is inside. It should be a goal, and it's not. Kane is down and holding his knee. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we're continuously carving them open and carving them open and carving them open, and again can't work the keeper. Aye. Okay. Ball's back to Lloris. But Kane's hobbling now, and this is precisely not why I said at the start that you know, if there are players that Conte really does not trust and is worth just getting rid of them in January, because we have Hill on the bench who could easily come on for these players who have now played literally almost every minute. Kulusevski is out injured, as is Lucas. So you kind of think that maybe Hill could play a part, but Conte obviously doesn't trust him that much. And players like Kane can be rested and have Richarlison playing through the middle with Hill out wide, but obviously doesn't trust him. And we just had a goal update, a Mo Salah penalty, of course, because that's how he loves to score. It's now 2-0 to Liverpool against Rangers. So Rangers being turned over in the Battle of Britain, as it is. I mean, many people remember, I don't know if you've seen the video where we went up to Ibrox to take on Rangers in the pre-season friendly. That was a lot of fun. Glasgow was a lovely city, and we had a lot of fun. They keep pulling him back here, but here's a chance here for... Oh, that's poor control by Sonny. Good run there by Rodri. They kept pulling him back. Surely the referee wanted to just pull it back and say those were 2 fouls on him, but obviously not. That's an interesting pass. Can Richarlison get hold of it? He can! Is this on the area? His son! Again, another opportunity, point blank in front of goal, and we can't even work the fucking goalkeeper. Can't even do it, man. We've had all these opportunities. They had quite a lot. Must have had 9 opportunities so far, and none of them on targets. Come on. And 3 of them were one-on-ones. Well, as good as one-on-ones. It's good play. Here's Kane trying to play outside, but hit the back of the defender there. We cleared out to Romero. And here is Rodri, son. Got Longley coming out, and then Sonny with a poor pass. Okay, they're trying to play themselves out, but they haven't really keep missing the opportunity. Oh, here we go. This is a nice long throw. That's Richarlison, unlucky there. Didn't quite get the ball under his spell there. That's it's come out to Rodri. There's Dyer. So 54 minutes in. Oh, that's a poor challenge, and the referee is not giving that. I thought that was a foul, but the referee apparently says no. Okay, the ball's gone back to Lloris anyway. But we're having a hell of a lot of control of this game. We're having a lot of the opportunities, and yet we haven't worked the keeper. It's an absolute travesty. Absolute travesty. That was he just walked into the defender there. That should be a free kick to us. Well, the referee's just acting like an idiot now. He literally walked into Romero there, did a Colo. Colo's been involved in a lot of the bad stuff, really. Well, I guess you could say they just bumped into each other, but Colo's coming off now, actually, after all that. Randall Colomwani, Rafael Borra coming on in his place. It's amazing that he hasn't been yellow carded yet. But he won't have to worry about that because he's been substituted. So out of everyone watching, who's actually going to go to the going to be going to the Marseille game away from home? I mean, we saw what happened with Marseille uh, at home, and that was kind of a fiery affair in the end, and spilt over really, really badly. Of course, if you've seen the vlog, you'll know what I mean. And so it's going to be interesting out in Marseille, to say the least. And it's oh, they can't even control the ball. There's a throw to Frankfurt Canal for taking it. It really is a spitting image almost. Sort of. It looks like a taller Marcus Edwards. That's all I keep thinking when I see him. Older fans may remember what's his name, Cerezo from the Brazilian midfielder, elegant player. Looks like him as well, Cerezo. Good play. Here's Højbjerg. Here's Emerson. Up you get Emerson. That was no foul. Okay, now they're launching forward. This is Kamada. They're raking the ball out to this side. It should be sorted. It's not sorted. Here's Roda in midfield. And now they're just playing it softly. Okay. There's a lovely atmosphere at the moment out there in Frankfurt. From what I can hear, it's just coming through quite well. Oh, and they're just walking through now. It should, and it's got out so far, but then it's blocked. So that's good. But still, it's a case of if this is I guess it's a case of trying to lure them in as deep as possible, so they have all the space to run into. But if the team knows how to hold on to the ball and actually play intricate passes in tight areas, and that's where it kind of falls apart very quickly. But so far, we've been kind of getting away with it, so that's all right. And Emerson there with a good clearance. As for Richarlison, has been fouled, and that's a free kick to Spurs, deep in our third of the pitch. I was Ndika there with a shove in the back for Richarlison. That was a clear challenge, clear foul. This is what I like about Richarlison, because he likes to get back and he likes to defend. I mean, oh, this is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. This is absolutely daft. What were we doing at the back? It's lucky that they can't shoot straight either, because they just blasted that one straight over and they were just within the penalty area. That was poor Spurs. Literally our own doing. Literally our own doing. Oh, that's a foul on Emerson. He says he got the ball. Really? How did he get the ball? Stop it, ref. Just stop it. First issue there was with Romero there having to stretch to get rid of it. And then Roda tackles Rodri. The ball then. Oh. Got a player down injured. There we go. Oh, that's four. That is poor. The referee says no. And here's Kane with a bit of space. And that's a lovely through ball. Well, Sonny couldn't get hold of it, but here is a poor cross in there by Longley. But this is Perisic. He's got past him. Perisic with a dink ball. Should be Sonny now. Good control. The referee's blown. What for? What's he given? Kane looks perplexed. I'm perplexed as well. I don't know what the hell that was about. Oh, it's given that's a foul. They're both going for the flipping ball, man. I mean, what are you supposed to do? To say, here you go, you know. Well, I don't know what they're complaining about. They got the free kick, so just get on with it, huh? Ultras never surrender. That's what all the banners say there. The Nassau Brigade. I wonder what this whole Nassau thing is. I do see it in quite a lot of places, especially on the continents. As far as I remember, Nassau is what was it, the House of Orange or something, Dutch thing. Okay, we're back with the Frankfurt keeper. That should be our ball. It is. Well done, Richarlison, closing down Ndika there, and it's our throw. Well played. And it's deep in our third as well, so this should be interesting. Emerson to take it. Good ball at the Kane. He's going to spin him. He is. He's going to spin it. Straight into the keeper's hands. So this is another thing, right? I mean, we're playing so well. We've created so many chances, and I know there's going to be a lot of anger, especially if we don't score a goal yet. But one cannot say that we're not creating chances. That's exactly what we're doing. Just for some reason, the players seem to forget how big or how small the goal is. I've seen so many wayward shots, especially when they're, just literally have to keep it to beat. Shooting boots are not on. It's not like you say we're playing bad. I mean, obviously, we had some very iffy moments in defence where they've had a couple of opportunities. One where I think Emerson tried to play offside when the player was in front of him. You could have seen it, but that's what happens. And then the second one there, mixed with Romero and Dyer, they're trying to get rid of the ball, and Rhoda just causing a few issues in the middle there, and allowed the striker to come in and blast a shot over. So their main opportunities have been down to our really poor and shoddy defending. Okay, and there we go. All right, so we're pressing now. That's it. Oh, there you go. That's good. Oh, that's a poor pass, that Højbjerg. Come on, man. You didn't have to hurry it. I don't get why there's such a flipping hurry. Hey, 64 minutes gone. Okay, so just lofted over. The should take care of it, which he does, and he plays it into no man's land where there's no Spurs player. That could have been a interesting sort of counter attack, but didn't work out that way. Here we go. Who was it that took the shot? I'll try to find who took the shot. Not showing. Okay. Okay, so this ball into the penalty area was sort of cleared there by Dyer. The ball comes in, and we've worked that one quite well. It's a complete clearance, which he does. It's deflected. Picked up again by their number 35. Here's Rhoda, the captain. I think it's Rhoda, not Rhoda. I think there's any umlauts on the name. But yeah, Frankfurt's just keeping possession and trying to work the angles, which they are doing quite nicely. Dink ball over the top. There should be Perisic, which it is. And the clear is completed by Rodri as deflected and is out for a goal kick. Well, after today's game, then we got a Premiership match, of course, against Brighton at the weekend. It's at the Amex Arena, so that should be a good one to look out for. It's a game we need to bounce back with. I think Brighton lost. I haven't checked the league table because after good skill by Emerson there. That's a good, and that's a poor touch there by Kane. But still with Højbjerg. And here is Perisic coming up on the left-hand side here. He's got Longley outside of him. He uses Longley. Wasn't the best of ball, but Longley makes the best of it. And that's out for a corner. Or a goal kick, apparently. Right, okay. Out for a goal kick. But yeah, we're taking on Brighton, of course, in the Amex Arena. Yeah, there's a goal kick. On Saturdays, we're going to be a 5:30 kickoff. We will be vlogging that one, so I shall be going to that. Look forward to seeing as many people there as possible, of course. It should be a game. I was going to say that I haven't actually seen the table, but last I checked, they were fourth in the table. So I think they were 4 points behind us. So I haven't checked the table since we lost over the weekend. So I'm not sure what the current configuration is of the Premier League table. So we shall see. But yeah, this should be a good game. That's over the week. Yes, the weekend. Brighton versus Tottenham. The the vlog will be out hopefully on a Sunday morning for you. And yeah, make sure you get hold of that one. And yeah, looks forward to seeing a few people out there in Brighton as well. As we get back to the game, there's 67, 60, almost coming up to 68 minutes. And still as you were, still 0-0. And we're playing we're playing reasonably well, I'd say. Lovely passing there, lovely passing. Good play. This is good one-touch passing here by Spurs. There's Rodri now, and that's just it, Son. I wouldn't say the Son's had the best of games at the moment. He just seems to be putting the wrong foot forward each time. Good play there by Romero. Good challenge. Estemis. Oh, that's a foul. He has his legs clipped there. Surely one of these points should be booked. It's good. There you go. There's Son. And another poor touch by Son. Come on, man. Good challenge there by Dyer. Brilliant. Is Perisic. Back there to Højbjerg, who's covering Dyer's position. We're still maintaining 56% of the ball. We are just 2 kilometers shy of the distance run by Eintracht Frankfurt. We run 89 kilometers collectively. Okay, it should come back to us, and it does. Okay. It's back to Lloris. But yeah, I mean, this group's actually kind of shaping up quite nicely now, especially after that shock results at well, is it a shock though? Because I'm just kind of wondering. I'm trying to think. Should I be surprised that Sporting Club de Portugal went to Marseille and got absolutely ravaged? They lost 4-1. This is Kane. In a game that I thought was actually going to be close. At the very least, I thought it was going to be a draw. It's Richarlison. Good cross in. And Perisic, why did he stop? That was a good ball by Richarlison. Hey. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I mean, should I be that shocked that Sporting actually beat her? There's Sessegnon coming on. That's a threat to Spurs. But should I be that shocked that Sporting lost that? I mean, the way they played against Eintracht Frankfurt in the first game, they played very well. There's total opposite of their chances. Roda's coming off their captain. I don't know if he's injured or not. It's just tactical. I have no idea. But he given the captaincy to the goalkeeper. So Roda comes off for Eintracht Frankfurt, and Sebastian Roda, and then comes Luca Pellegrini. So that substitute's happening. Okay, Pellegrini's on there for Eintracht. Perisic is coming down this side, and he's off, and Sessegnon has come on for him. So I guess the idea is a bit more pace and a bit more of the control of the ball up. That's a good ball by Sessegnon. Oh, it's cleared. It's Sonny. Oh, and again, poor control by Sonny, man. That's 3 times in the last 10 minutes. I'm sure I've said that. Well, anyway, that victory there for Marseille means that they're right back in this group now, following two opening defeats. They lost, of course, to us on the opening day, lost 2-0. And then, yeah, I think Eintracht Frankfurt, they lost 1-0. There's Emerson on the right wing. That's a good ball. That's a great ball to Sessegnon. Good control. Referee's going to blow and it goes bounce up and hits him on the hand. So, coming up to 72 minutes. That's cleared, but it's going to come back to us. That's good. This is Roger in the ball. That's a lovely ball. That's a rich. Was that going to be a pass, or did he just not control it? Either way, it's given up position. That's a good challenge there. And there's Sessegnon, and that's a late challenge on him, but the referee says, doesn't even say play on, doesn't even see it as a foul. Here's Sessegnon. Back to Longley. That's back to Lloris. Cleared upfield. That should be Kane's, and it is. Here's Sonny. Good control, and then he loses it. Ah. That should be handball. That Sessegnon. He's going to give it, and he's going to give a yellow card there to Longley. But that was a handball there by the right winger, Lindstrom. Then again, Longley did pull him back. But the thing is, I mean, Rodri had his shirt pulled back twice in the same move in the first half, and literally nothing happened. This way we're talking about consistency of referees, and that's just annoyed me. Okay, here we go. That's a good ball there. Here's Richarlison. Good play. No, not quite. Kane just couldn't quite get hold of it. Okay. So we are closing them down quite well, sort of. Still giving them room to actually play around, but this is the way we should close them down now. But he's got room to play it out. And there we go. He's played it out. That's poor control. Here we go. Here's Romero. Good play, Romero. Amazon. Back to Longley. Okay, Emerson again. In the right wing back role there. Stabbed forward there by Rodri. It's found his way back to Rodri. His son, and just poor control again, and there's now the counter. So we've got coming up to 15 minutes left. And it's Kamada on the left here. He tries a shot, and that's gone over. There must be some kind of giant invisible force field that seems to be stopping the players from actually working the goalkeeper. Because I think only Frankfurt. I think Frankfurt only had like one effort on target, according to the stats. That was a miscontrolled lob shot from Roda, I think it was. Barely a shot. Davies is coming on now. Was he coming on in place of Longley? But it's good to see him back. He recovered from his injury. And we haven't worked the keeper once. We've had 10 opportunities from what, just top of my head, I've counted it quickly. We've had 10 opportunities. Here's Kane. Good play. And this is Sessegnon. Good ball. This is Son. Just lack of control again by Sonny. Yeah, that wasn't a foul. He just literally fell over. Oh, he's given a foul. Oh, put his hand on his chest. Get up, Kamada, you absolute dingus. They're desperate for him to get sent off. That's what they're doing, isn't it? Okay. Let's make the substitution now before they try and get him sent off. And then that's their plan. Well, the ball's come out now to Emerson anyway. They lost the ball. And there's a throw. Okay. There we go. Here's Longley. He might have to watch himself now because I think that's what I think their plan is now to, especially for the likes of Cannavada, to attack on his side because Longley does have the penchant of putting his hands on the player. So I think that's what they're looking for. And they're desperate to for him to connect just once so they can claim that it's a foul. That was the best ball there by Longley, but can't complain. Just one stray ball out of every 10 or every 11. I guess it's not too bad. And speaking of Hill, I mentioned Hill earlier on. Longley's come off and Davis has gone on. So Hill is going to come on in place of, waiting to see, 9-11. Okay. At least we get to see a bit of Hill and see what it's like. I mean, Richarlison has played okay. I wouldn't say that was probably his best game. He's done okay, but it's kind of been a bit anonymous in many aspects. But Hill, let's see what he can do. He's got 12 minutes to try and show his stuff, or let it be. So let's see what happens. Maybe he can play his way into it. But Brian Hill, I think, I think that was his second appearance for us. So let's see what he can do. Okay. Oh, and Sessegnon wasn't a good release. He's got back to him. So why are they claiming a penalty? Get up! Absolute morons. Wasn't the best there by Sessegnon. They're claiming that that's a handball when his arm is in his chest. Where's he going to put his arm? But Sessegnon, that wasn't the best of touches. And kind of lucky you got your foot out of the way there, because if he'd gone over there, that would have been a penalty. Okay, Kamada with the corner for Eintracht Frankfurt. It's cleared there by Emerson. Brilliant header. Knocked back in by Pellegrini, I think. And then that's cleared by Rodri. And wasn't the best. Was it just brush off the ball there by it was skill. Sessegnon clearing, that wasn't a good header. Literally just right in the path of Knauf, who is challenged. And this is skill. Great play. This is Son now. Got the space now. That's what we've been trying to work towards. Son now racing down on the inside left channel. Good play, good stop. But here's Sessegnon, and he's just giving it away as a throw into bloody Eintracht Frankfurt. That all just breaks down. Yep, Brian Hill is now on the pitch. So yep, a lot of us wanted to see what he can do, and I said the same thing at the top, didn't I? That we didn't trust him. Then what's the point in having him? So that's good play by Kane. He's got a shot. Oh, it was deflected. I thought it was wrong for the keeper, but it didn't. It's unlucky. It is unlucky. But that's actually our first shot on goal, believe it or not. Believe it or not, that's our first shot on goal, and it took a deflected effort from Kane, and that was a long-range strike. But yeah, 10 minutes in, 10 minutes to go, sorry. And yeah, it's not the result that I was hoping for. We've had enough opportunities, and it's taken until the 80th minute, well, the 79th minute, for us to register a shot on goal. And even then, that was a deflected shot. So there you go. But I can't say I can't fault the creativity. We created the opportunities. We created 10 very good opportunities. But people just seem to have forgotten where the goal actually is. Here's Kane now picking up that clearance, which was dribbled away as Romero. Emerson, that's a poor challenge on him. And here is Hill. Good skill past one, and then he loses the ball. He hasn't got the strength. That's just how it appears to me. Just that it hasn't got the strength. But I mean, there you go. He's got the ball back, and this is Højbjerg. He's got the freedom of the pitch here. Here's Kane. Any decent shot and goal, and it will beat this keeper. No one's closing him down. What's going on? That was lucky, and he's angry there, and I'm not surprised there. The the midfielder there, because he had the space there. He tried to play the ball through, but nobody read his thoughts, and that was a good ball that just went harmlessly towards Lloris. That was, yeah, not surprised he's angry. Okay, inside. There we go. Here's Sonny. Here's Hill. And that's a poor pass by Hill. Was back now. Here we go. This is Dyer. Here's Kane. He's playing quite deep. That's a lovely ball there to Sessegnon. Leave it for Sessegnon. Good play! Oh! That's a corner, is it? Sonny there getting ahead of the keeper. And the keeper's there claiming that he's injured the back of his head. Not quite sure how he came forward. That's not an injury. There we go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how he's injured. I mean, he's just trying to claim stuff now. But that's a corner. Did that come on the keeper? I'm sure he did. Is that why he's on the ground? But okay, 83rd minute. Good cut out there by Rodri, but no one read that intention. And apparently a foul. Okay, saying that that wasn't a foul. It's good. That's Kane, and that's a foul. He was dragged down, but referee's saying no. I'd kick him while he's on the ground. And I think he did kick him while he's on the ground. He's giving him a yellow card. If he's going to get a yellow card, I might as well just stamp on him as well, because he was literally dragged down, and the referee says that that's not a foul. I have no sympathy. I'm with Kane on this one. But the referee offers he thought that was a yellow card. The number 20 there literally drags him down. He literally drags him down. The referee says no foul for some weird sodding reason. The number 20, and then the number 20 still kind of holds on to him, and then Kane obviously lashes out. But me, I'm a kind of a dirty player. I'd have given him a nice little elbow to the ribs and broken a couple of them. Teach him a lesson for dragging me down. Oh, here we go. There you go. You got the press on now, and the Hill's chasing him down. Unlucky there. And this should be our ball. It is. Romero sends a high line. That is to Kane. And lucky header back there. Okay, Rodri, well played. That's Emerson. Sorry, that's Romero. It's Emerson. Good ball out there to Hill, who then loses it. Hasn't really set the world alight at the moment. Hill, as he's come on, is oh, what's he given there? Okay. Yeah, there's not much you can do when you got been given 12 minutes to show your stuff. But at the moment, he's had some nice touches, but then he's easily brushed off the ball. With our ball possession has dropped that by 1%. We now hold just 55% possession. Yes, that's cleared that field. It should be our ball, and it is. Romero, well played. Emerson up to Hill, and Hill is bundled over again, and referee says play on. It is Knopf taking on Sessegnon, and that was out of play. Lindstrom has caused us quite a few issues coming off. And Eric Junior Dina Ebimbe. I want to say that name is probably Cameroonian. But yeah, he probably would turn out to be Swiss or something. So I'm going to have a look. Ebimbe. I'll give you some latest scores as well, because some of these are going to make your eyes pop out of your head. Oh, this is a good play though, and that's not a good pass. Okay, Ebimbe is actually French, so and that's out for a corner, needless corner. So we'll stay with the corner, and then I'll read out the full-time scores afterwards. But we've got a it's coming up to the 88th minute. Kamada with a corner for Eintracht Frankfurt. Remember what happened in Lisbon. Let's hope that the same doesn't happen here. There's a good ball and it's cleared. And it's then headed out. Spurs either push out here. Okay, well played, Sessignon, shepherding that one out quite well. Brilliantly done. So we've got a couple of minutes left now. So I can read out the score line, other scores from around Europe. And this is going to rock your world here. At the Amsterdam Arena, at the scene of where we qualified for the Champions League final back in 2019. The latest score there, Ajax 1, Napoli 6. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Raspadori scoring twice, Di Lorenzo, Zielinski, Kvaratskhelia, he's the Jordan player, I think he is. And Simeone's, Diego Simeone's son, scoring a hatful out there in Amsterdam. Blimey, they can't be missing Ten Hag that badly, surely. As we play around very stupidly around our own box. But here we go. This is Kill, and he's given the ball away. He hasn't done anything since he's come on. But here is Ebimbe now. And he's going to give away corner, isn't he? No, he's stopped a throwing. And good skill by Hill. That's good play. Pass one, and then he gets bundled over again. Come on, Hill. Here to show your stuff, man. That same group there is injury time in that game. And there's Liverpool 2, Rangers 0. That's the score there. And that's Liverpool back to winning ways, as one might say. Group B, Club Brugge 2, Atletico de Madrid 0. That is a surprising scoreline if I've ever seen one. And Porto and FC Porto 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0. Those of us in the group will know Mario Saverman. He's a joint Spurs and Leverkusen fan, so I don't think it's going to be having the best of nights right now. Both his teams haven't scored. Having said that, it's a skill, and this is Kane. That was a poor pass by Kill again, and it's I was looking forward to seeing him play as well. But yeah, Leverkusen losing 2-0 at Porto. Group C, Bayern Munich 5, Victoria Plzen 0, as we know, and Inter Milan still holding that 1-0 lead against Barcelona. That is a interesting scoreline there. And as Mbimbe comes forward and he's challenged. Good play. Oh, good skill there by Højbjerg. That's brilliant. The little pirouette, and that's a poor pass. But Kane's got it still. I think he thought that Højbjerg was wider than he actually was. But injury time and, 3 minutes of injury time to be played. And, Marseille 4, Sporting Club de Portugal 1, as we already know. So we're not going to take advantage of it. It looks like it's going to be a draw here, and it's just been one long chess game. That's pretty much how it's kind of panned out as we are now into injury time, and that should have been easy there for Højbjerg to cut out, but he didn't cut it out. He just let it run by him, and they play it back anyway. I think they're just going to play for time now. The onus is on us to get the victory here, and the way we played, I think we should have scored at least a couple. Okay. There we go. There you go. This comment has come through there. How many times has skill been pushed? Exactly that. It has been weak. It really has been weak from him, and that's one of the things I thought they'll be working hard on. I mean, I kind of thought that they'll be working on his upper strength, or at least working on his speed to get away from challenges. But yeah, he's just been literally just been swatted aside like he's just an annoying little gnat that can't seem to get. I just don't know. But yeah, he hasn't really done himself any favors here, I don't think, at the moment. Some nice touches, but then just literally just barged up like it's not even there. And here's Hill again. And lovely ball there by Emerson. That's full time. It's hard to say hard to know what to make of that one. I mean, played okay. I mean, we had enough of the ball, and we created some decent opportunities. Had two gilt-edged chances. We can include the cross. I guess that'll be three, and none of the four actually. I forgot the one that Kane had that was deflected and hit the defender on his way to the keeper. But that was our only shot on target. It was a deflected shot. They're showing the group, and that defeat for Sporting means that we are 2 points behind Sporting now. But Sporting won't lose at home to Marseille in the next game, so it was imperative that we get as close to Sporting as we could, and all we've done is just chipped away a point. So it wasn't a good in the end. It's a decent enough performance. We created enough opportunities. We kept them at bay, but it was only just stupid defensive errors that almost let them in on 2 occasions. We kept our heads. We played all right, and we just seem to have left our shooting boots back in London because those efforts were either tame or just piss poor, and it's hard to know what to make of that one. Was it? I mean, you can't really say. Was it tired? I don't know if you can say it's tiredness or what, but I don't know. But Kane had a few opportunities. Salah had a few opportunities. Richarlison was kind of in and out of the game. He was hardly really there. Midfield, Højbjerg, passing was, but at the same time, he was stoic and defensively, but did his best to drive things forward. Bentancur as well. Emerson played all right. I mean, there was a moment there where he almost gave away a goal through trying to play offside. But other than that, he got forward very well and did all right. Perisic did all right. Then his replacement Sessegnon came on and very nearly gifted him a goal as well. There's some poor defending on a couple of occasions, but got forward and did have a couple of good crosses in, but no one took advantage of it. Defensively, okay, apart from the issues in terms of there was a melee that almost led to a goal, but they did blast it over. I can't remember the name of the player. I want to say Lundstrom that had the chance. And I have to say that, at least Lloris kind of didn't make any errors, and that's the important one. And it means that we stay second in the group. But at least we kept a clean sheet as well. Trying to find positives. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of that's kind of how it's finished here. So the next game is the Brighton game on Saturday. 5:30 kickoff. But we'll be vlogging that one. So you'll see a few familiar faces on that vlog for sure. And that should be released hopefully on the Sunday, hopefully Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. So that should be released for you there. let me know what you think of the game. I mean, we created enough. We should have won. We weren't going to lose that one, like I said at the time, at the start. So it was just a case of how many, and it turns out we scored none. So it is what it is. At least we got a point. Someone was saying it's a good away point, but we had enough opportunity to get 3 points, and that's where we've kind of fallen down. So final score there at the Deutsche Bank Park. Finished Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, and it's just 2 points dropped. It really is, as far as I'm concerned. And but thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, follow, do all that, and let me know what you think of the game. Join us on our Facebook group, discussion group, and also on our Twitter feed as well, and also on YouTube. As you see, we go live on all 3 platforms, so you'll be able to catch us wherever you are. But thank you again for watching. I shall see you again soon. I'll see most of you on Saturday, and we'll see you on Sunday in terms of the vlog. Come on, you Spurs! And hey, it is what it is. Thank you again for watching.